And we're live. All right, guys, we're live. This is an interview, live interview. Probably gonna cut this part out because this is supposed to be Big Weavy's interview. So I'm waiting for Big Weavy. I sent links, so hopefully he shows up in the chat really quick, so I can put it in the chat. Invite, copy, and this will be right here for him. Yeah. Bam. All right, there we go. Who's gonna be first blood? Who's first blood here? All right. 9 o'clock on the dot, just like promised. First person. Wicked. Awesome. Click it, bro. There's the link for you. I got it up there for you already. Sick. Right on time, bro. Right on time. I was worried because I didn't have your IG, dude. So I was like, oh shit, but I can just do it on StreamYards and put the link in the chat. So just click that link right there, bro, right above you. It'll bring you right into the thing. Big Weavy. Yeah. Give me 2 minutes. I just walked through the door. I'm coming. Okay, I feel you. Sure, no problem. All right. This is live, but after the video, I'll just edit it out. It's okay. It's all good. While you're getting ready, I'm gonna grab a drink. Triggers the remote. There we go. Okay. All right. Bro, this is a tight fit right here. Hey, Anna. Breaking Chains interviews. Oh, Clint, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? Big Weavy is just he'll be here in a sec. Let's go 1 sec, guys. 1 minute, 1 minute. There he is.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Good, brother. It's good to finally talk to you, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna turn that down. Can the chat still hear? Can you guys still hear good?
Sorry if I'm loud, bro.
It's okay. No big deal. It was my speaker was turned up all the way to 100 to the
Right,
max.
I got you.
But, you know.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
go ahead and get a few things out of the way real quick. I know we'll do our thing. I've probably got about an hour and a half. That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's
Either
good.
which way. But I want to have you on my live in the next couple of days if that's cool too.
For sure, bro.
I'm
down.
Bro, I'm on my phone, right? Okay, everything I've done I've been on YouTube 3 months and 2 weeks, right?
Right.
I was at 397 subs last night. I'm at 429 right now, right?
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what happened, right? I'll tell you this before we get started about me. But I was on a Charleston White live this morning, right? And when he does his lives, he puts them private. So if you don't catch them while they're there, they're gone. So I hit the screen recorder, right? Because I knew there was going to be some gold about the Quando Rondo stuff and all that stuff, right? I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on.
I don't keep
Quando
up on that.
Rondo was a rolling 60 that folded his flag yesterday, right?
Okay.
Well, it's not. I don't like to speak too much on it, because I'm not affiliated and it's not my. I just report.
Right.
But I caught a clip of him just dissing the rolling 60s, man, like crazy, right? So this morning, I said, "This is golden, man. If I don't put this on there, I'm dumb, right?" And bro, it right now it's still pushing, but within 3 hours it went over 9,000 views. It was
Nice.
only a minute and 20 long video. I gained 100. I've already gained 100 some watch hours out of just that one video.
Yeah, right on, bro.
Yeah,
because I could have swore I had more than you yesterday, and then all of a sudden I looked and I was like, oh shit.
yeah,
Right
that's
on.
what done it.
That's
But
awesome, man.
okay, I don't know how many people's in here or anything or whatever yet, but
5 people right now.
if you wanna ask me anything, man, you start. If you wanna just have me to go roll with it and talk, I'll talk, man. Whatever you're up with.
Okay. Basically, I wanted it to be like a proper interview. So what I'm gonna do is basically, I think, take the proper interview when we start it and just put that by itself. And I guess
I
I'll
got
just
you.
leave the live up or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just start it like I'm just gonna say, I'll introduce the show and then I'll say he's here to introduce yourself. You know what I mean? And just give us a bit of your background and your childhood, what led you to jail, shit like that. You feel me?
Okay.
The Shooting the Shit podcast,
All right, you fire the questions. I answer, man.
So welcome to Canadian Jail War Stories, everybody. We're doing this interview live. All right, we got a special guest on the channel today. His name is Big Weavy from Doing Time with Big Weavy. All right, so he's going to introduce himself and let you know where he's from and where he's been at.
Okay. My name's Big Steve. I've been called Big Weavy or Big Steve my whole life. My grandpa gave me the name Weavy, believe it or not. You know what I mean? Stevie Weavy. You get me? So it's just stuck my whole life, right? So Big, apparently, you know where that comes from. But and I don't take offense to fat jokes if anybody's got any, so that's good. You know what I mean? I'm pretty confident in who I am.
Right on.
I'm from Beckley, West Virginia, man. It's a small town in the Appalachian Mountains, bro. I'm a hillbilly, right?
Okay.
But I'm not one of those twang banjo blah 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 hillbillies. I'm intelligent. I'm educated. I'm traveled.
Yeah.
I'm cultured. One of my best homies is ODM Slim from Crip Max Manager. So, he comes on my channel all the time.
Right on.
He's a rolling 60. So he's actually coming here to do a hill. We're calling it the Hillbilly Hood vlog, right? So he's gonna come and do that. I think that's gonna be a banger because that's two different complete worlds coming together, right? But that's what I'm trying to do is unite, man, dude. I have a positive channel. I don't believe in the beef and shit, and you know what I mean. I like to have a good time, bro. I like to laugh. I do talk about serious shit. Um, man, when I was a kid, my dad wasn't there. Okay, my
Mhm.
which is the case in a lot of stories. Okay,
Right.
uh, if you need to stop to answer any questions, just hold your
We're
hand
good.
up
We're
so I
good. I'm
stop.
just trying to show you some of the comments. Can you see the comments or no?
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay, I just wanted
Yeah,
to
I'm
show
pretty.
you the one that said he looks like he has a sense of humor.
Yeah, I do. I take things lightly, man. There's no sense in having
Yeah.
and I've had thick skin, man. When you've been a big kid most of your life, not all your life, but most of it, you know what I mean. You learn to have a thick skin, and
Hey, don't
I
feel bad, bro. I had buck teeth my whole life as a little kid, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Everyone gets made
Everybody,
fun of for something. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, none of us is perfect. So here's the deal, man. Here's the deal with me and crime. I was raised in the most proper manner you could think of. I had a queen for a mother, bro. I mean, her and my grandma both they raised me, and they raised me. I guess I have not no homo way, but I have a lot of feminine tendencies as far as my heart it goes, towards people because I was raised by two women. But that's a
I get
good
it.
thing. You know what I mean? I'm very empathetic and understanding. Uh,
I get it.
that's but see, I've always here's the thing, since as far back as I can remember, no matter how good I was raised, and I was given, I always had the J's, I always had stuff like that, you know what I mean? Nice things. We weren't rich at all, but my mom busted her ass to make sure that we got what we wanted.
I can
But
relate to that. I was raised by a single mother, also.
right, okay, so you get that. But as far back as I can remember, I've had an obsession with crime. Okay, even when I was 5 years old, man, I can remember riding by banks and thinking about how I could get in there and rob them. Right, so
Okay.
shit like that. It's just I've always had a criminal mentality. I don't know where I got that from, but I got family, man, that's straight outlaws. You know what I mean? And maybe it's just in my genetics somewhere. I don't know, but
But when you were
anyway,
growing up, did you like idolize anybody that was a gangster or shit like that? Like when I was
no.
growing up, I used to fucking see a certain movies like say Casino with Robert De Niro and
Well,
Al Pacino, shit like that. And I'd be like, fuck, I like that shit. I want to,
actually, I
the
did.
lifestyle intrigues me as a
Here's
young
one.
child.
Right. That well. Here's okay. Okay, there's probably a few years difference between me and you. I'm 43.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, a lot.
so
Okay, so,
uh, when Dr. Dre dropped the Chronic, right?
yeah.
Uh, that turned me into a little gangster wannabe, right? Okay,
That's
everybody
so
in
funny
my
because
little
the Chronic came out when I was young, but it was the new one, the Chronic
yeah,
2001.
yeah,
That's what I grew up on, bro. You know?
right, yeah. So, but
Yeah.
that album was just because
Sick.
okay. First off,
Sick album, bro.
I'm a metalhead, right? And I play guitar and shit, right? I got some guitar videos on my channel. Uh, but I love rap, man. You know what I mean? And I've always been like intrigued with the gangster lifestyle. Uh, but where I live, there's unless you're in jail, there's uh, you know, no kind of affiliation with anything unless they're just passing through jail, right?
Right.
So there's not really a chance to get unless you want to be, in the skinhead or a Aryan, you know what I mean? And I'm not down for that shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Where you did the
but
time, is it more on the East Coast or the West Coast? You said you're in Virginia, right? So that's East Coast?
well, I'm in West Virginia now. There's a difference, but
Oh, okay.
they're two different states.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're on the West Coast then.
I'm on the East Coast, but
Okay.
I'm okay. West Virginia. Okay, Virginia and West Virginia used to be one whole state. But at the Civil War, they split up, and West Virginia went with the North instead of the South.
Okay. I'm just wondering because you said about the skinhead thing. I'm just wondering about the politics or whatever, like, because I know in the West Coast they have all that politic where you have to do your own shit.
Right.
Here
Well,
in Toronto, it's not like that. It's like how it is on the East Coast.
okay. And this is another thing I have to say too. Okay, I've never been to prison. I've only done county time, right? But it's
Right.
been
Okay. I
numerous times,
I
right?
relate.
And so as far, I mean, I know about prison politics, but I don't know enough to speak about them, and I don't know, and I'm not. It's not my place to speak about them much, but I'm
Right.
very leery of that.
Well,
But
that's exactly why I named mine jail and not prison.
yeah, that's me too, because people throw me in the prison genre all the time, and
But
really,
the
mine's
thing
not
here
even.
is it's different from the States and US. Sorry to cut you off, big guy. It's totally different what you guys call prison and what we call prison. Because anything more than 1 year in the States is prison, you guys, right? Where
Yeah.
it's not like that here. You have to go
Well,
to jail for 2 years or more to go to prison.
well, actually, here, like my girlfriend, she passed away 8 months ago, right? Rest in peace. Uh,
Okay.
she spent 2 years in the county jail before they ever took her to prison, and then she
Well,
spent another
you can
four
do
and
a
a
lot
half.
more time in the counties. You can do like up to 5. You can do as
It,
long as your court case is going, you
yeah,
can be there. You know
that's
what I
what it
mean? You
was.
can be there
Yeah.
5 years, 2 years. It doesn't matter. There's no set
So
period of time on how long you can stay there, really.
right, and where I'm from, people think when a lot of people when you say West Virginia, especially here in the states, they're just like I said, they're thinking about these barefooted motherfuckers walking around with just straw hanging on. That typical
They thought that
hillbilly
about
look,
Canada too, bro. I had to let
right?
people know a little bit about Toronto.
Right, but there's straight hoods here, bro. You know what I mean? It's this is the poorest state, and I live in the poorest area of the poorest state in the United States.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. So we'll go back to my where I was at in my childhood. 17 years old. My brother. I don't like. They're weird about talking about firearms on here, but my brother done himself in front of me with a 12 gauge shotgun at the age of 17. Uh,
Damn.
at first, it pushed me to make a better life for myself. So I left this state, moved to North Carolina, ended up getting a really good job, paid over 100K a year, right? A desk job. You would never think this, because I had a totally different look back then. I was just totally different. But then I started having a couple of my cousins passing away from ODs and this and that, and more suicides and this and that. And it was just, I don't know where I turned wrong, but I started doing by interstate drug trafficking. Okay,
Okay.
pills. Okay, I'm gonna be completely transparent about everything.
Yeah, you've been
I,
convicted on it. Don't speak on nothing that you get in trouble. You
no,
know,
yeah,
you're
no,
a
I
YouTuber. You
don't.
know how to do it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, uh, I've had I've had cases that should have thrown me in prison. One being I stole a pharmacy pad from my doctor, and I was writing out the big dogs. Well, we got up to there was 40 some scripts in the pad. We got to number 29, and the girl that I sent in to get the script filled. What I was doing is sending them in with the script because I took medical coding classes and medical assistant classes, so I could write the Latin and stuff on there, right on the scripts. And my
I'm only
girlfriend,
laughing because I did the exact same shit, bro. That's
really?
so funny. Yeah, I have a story, the identical story. Just keep going.
Okay, I want to hear it too here in a minute. But
It's on the
what
channel
happened,
already.
right? What happened was, this is why they can't do nothing about this. But this is the one that should have really sent me to prison. Okay,
Okay.
uh, they when I sent old girl in with the script, she come out. Like I said, I take half the script, give them half the script. She come out, and out of nowhere, we were across the road parked at a gas station, right? And she walked out of the pharmacy, and it looked like Batman and Robin swooped out of the air. I don't know where these two guys came from, right? But one grabbed her by each arm and threw her in a Honda Civic, and they were out, right? I said, we either just got robbed or that was the
That's
police, right? So it happened to be the police. Well, she went in there and sung like a canary. Okay. Uh, so I had a bug out bag. I keep one packed all the time. I went straight home. I went up in the hills to where my grandpa's old cabin was, basically. You couldn't find me for 5 years probably if you know what I mean. But anyway,
go hide out.
yeah. So I knew some people around the area, and I would have them to bring me a newspaper every day. Well, to see if anything had to do with that was in there because they had warrants out for me and everything else. Let me tell you how I skim by this, man, and I thank God for it every day because I may still be in prison for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh, it just so happens that the evidence clerk that worked at the police station, right, was hooked on pain pills. So they had been had a month long investigation going on her. Well, uh, 3 4 days after this happened, she got that last script we wrote, and I took off and hid. Out in the paper, front page news, uh, police evidence clerk charged with tampering with evidence because she was stealing pills out of a thing, right? So when she
Stealing
done
the
that,
oxys.
yeah. So she contaminated everything. Okay, so that took every bit of evidence they had that they could convict me with, right?
Right. It's
Away.
crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. I
Crazy.
almost was. I don't know. I almost fell over with a heart attack worse than I did about getting caught. Because I said, how in the hell did I get this lucky, right?
For real,
Even the
man.
DEA agent, they're not allowed to do this, but he hated me so bad. He stopped by my house and he said, "You're the luckiest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life." He said, "If I was you, and he said, because I'm going to be on you right from this point on." He said, "Any move you make," he said, "I'm going to be on you. So watch your step. You just got the biggest get out of jail free card ever,
Wow.
right?"
I hate cops
But
like that. Fucking have a
yeah,
grudge against you and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and he had it for me for a while because of my brother, because my brother was wild as fuck, right? I was kind of the comrade too, but uh, here's the weird part about excuse my language too, man.
No,
I
it's okay, bro.
drive
Don't worry about it.
uh
Monetize anyway.
yeah, okay, but old girl that worked in the evidence room, her dad or not her dad, yeah, her dad was the most powerful, longest standing judge in the county that I live in.
Okay.
So that was a huge embarrassment for him.
Right.
Uh, I don't know what kind of trouble she ever got into or got into from it, but uh, that's just a sample of the crimes that I've committed that should have landed me in prison, right?
Right.
Uh, all the other shit I've had, some people would have to go back to my channel to watch the videos to hear about some of the crazy stories. We don't have enough time for them all,
No,
but
obviously not.
we're gonna have several of these. Man, look, and I want to apologize for the way everything started off with us. And it was never nothing hate. We never had no hateful words towards each other. It
No.
was just I was trying to, you
I get
know,
it, bro.
you got it. You know what I'm saying? And just like, and Rick from Vegas Prison Stories. That's man, he is a homeboy, man, that I am forever grateful to. He will stick. If he likes you, he will stick behind your back and push you.
He's good
And
people, man. I like
oh,
him.
he's great people,
I
man.
get his sense of humor now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And he's just a he's just a jokester. But
Yeah.
me and him had a talk about you the other night on the phone, and he really digs you, man. You know what I mean? We all do. Uh, you're kind of starting to grow into our family too. Uh, Especially since now you're doing this with me, then I'll work you on with a couple other people. Uh, my buddy Sticks from Stay Awake TV. I don't know if you know who Stay Awake TV is, but he
Yeah.
subscribes to you.
He
He
just
watches.
subscribed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He watches you. He told me to give you his regards and all that. And
Respect. Thank you. Shout
but
out to Stay
Stay
Awake
Awake.
TV.
Yeah, and he's on a 7 day ban, man. He got a strike, so he's
Okay.
he's got it'll be over at midnight tonight. But
Nice.
me and him talked about me and you and him all three doing a live.
Okay.
Uh, we do a lot of lives over here, man. That's how I've got, like, but it's not just the same. It's not just me on my own live, dude. I live surf. I'll go through 5 different lives a night and get on the panel, right?
Yeah,
And
that's cool.
that's how I get some of
And,
my
and you know what?
subscribers.
Yeah, and you know what? That's cool. This StreamYard thing is really cool, actually, once you get the hang of it and know what to use it with, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
when
I
I
got
first
it.
got the app from in that back then when I interviewed Harvey and stuff, I didn't really know about the app, and I was so used to interviewing people not live, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? And editing it and all that. So that's why I was like, dang, I don't know how to use this StreamYard shit. But then, I got it this time and I got like few up there with Cuzzo, and then I started doing it more and more. And I was like,
I've
you know what?
seen
I
that.
actually like this app because it
Yeah,
doesn't show your wrenches or your mods, but I like how you can bring people on from the chat and shit like that.
yeah, I do too, man. I
Ask them,
use
hey,
it. I haven't got the paid version,
okay. It's
but
well worth the money because they only let you have 5 hours. So I got cut off mine. How do you
no, they
keep getting
give
the
you
free
20,
one?
bro. They give you 20 now.
20 now.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I was used up that a long time ago.
right. Oh, I know how long your lives go. Uh, uh,
So friggin' I had to friggin' buy the thing. But you don't buy it permanently. It's like you rent it kind of thing. It's like $25 a month or whatever, or you can get it
yeah,
yearly. Yeah.
yeah.
It's all good. I don't want to waste it. You know what I mean? Once I
No,
have it,
I
might as
don't.
well use
No.
it up.
If you're paying money for anything like that, you need to use it.
Right.
Check this
Exactly.
out. I want to let you know everything. I think I might have said this for me.
Mhm.
I may not. Everything I've done on this channel has been on a $50 Android. I'm doing it right now, right? But I just got look, man. I lucked up and got a Chromebook for $10 basically the other day, right? It was a junkie price, pretty much, basically. Okay. Uh, I've got 2 mics. Uh, my cousin is coming through from North Carolina next week. He bought a whole podcasting kit, soundboard, lights, the mic that swings around and all that stuff. He said
Sick.
he's not going to do a channel, so he's just going to drop it off to me with another
Lucky
laptop.
guy. Lucky
Yeah,
guy,
so
you.
huh?
Right on. That's good. You got family looking out for you, bro.
Yeah, man, he's cool. Which I don't really have much family left, man.
That's
My mom passed away 10 years ago. My brother, like I said, he done when he was 17. My grandma's gone.
sorry to
Uh,
hear that, bro.
but I did finally start having a relationship with my dad at the age of 40, which is really late. But I took the high road and just said, "Fuck it." You know what I mean? I don't have
So what
anybody else
jails were
left.
you in all to get like where you look?
But I've been to jail. Okay, in my county, I've been to jail at least probably 22 times, right? Some of them been like 30-day shockers, 60-day shockers. Some of them's been 4 days. Some of them's been 14
I
days.
don't know none of the names, bro, or nothing like that in the
Yeah,
U.S. So
they're
I'm
just
just
like
trying to.
they're. That's why I didn't say the names.
Oh,
Southern Regional Jail. That's the
okay,
county jail here. I've been
okay.
to Mecklenburg County Jail in Charlotte, North Carolina, a couple times. Uh, Iredell County Jail in Statesville, North Carolina, a few times.
Okay.
That was for they called it manufacturing marijuana, and all I had was like a 32 site hydroponic system, right?
So
And
you've been in a hell of different jails like me then. Like
yeah,
I've been in 8 different jails, right? So
yeah, and it's ones when it's like that, man, you never can get comfortable and make homeboys and shit. Really, you can for temporarily, but usually the people are going in and out so fast that you can't. And and here they don't leave you in one pod for,
oh
but
really?
maybe at the max 30 days if
Really?
you're there, right? So if you're there most of the time now,
I wouldn't like that. I couldn't get used to that, man.
yeah. See, it's hard, dude. That's why I'm saying it's because then you got to go in there and
Change a
you
silly
know.
again in that? That's
Yeah, and change your salary and shit. And plus,
crazy,
look,
man.
the jail that's here
It's
is
not like
built for.
that here. I was in the same cell for 20 months straight.
Oh, see, I could have dealt with that a lot better,
Yeah.
right? Uh,
About 5 cellies over the period of time.
yeah. Uh, the jail that's built here was built for 600 people, and it's got 1,400 in it, right? The last time I went, there was six people deep in my one cell, right? And you know, it was just a 2 bunk cell.
Damn,
Okay.
they're
Right.
complaining about 3 to a cell here.
Right, yeah,
Shit,
it was six, right? Okay, so
crazy, yo.
it's crazy, man. There's huge lawsuits there right now. I helped get them started actually with this channel, right? That was my thing with this channel to start off with was the inhumane shit because you half the
Cool.
cells don't have any water in them except for the toilet, and
Wow.
maybe half of them may have cold water, or the other half may have hot water. It's really shitty, man, and it's not that old of a jail. It's like 20 some years old, man. It's not that old,
Yeah,
right?
I've never heard anybody say that many people before. This
Six
jail
feet
friggin'
and a
needs to
whole.
be friggin'
Go ahead.
something. This jail needs to be something to regulate the too
Well,
many
there's
people.
the
When
the
there's that many
governor
people, that's
stepped in
dangerous.
now.
That's dangerous, that many people, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yo,
The governor stepped in now.
okay, good, good.
So hopefully something gets done with that. They should at least, with the property they have out there, they should at least do some kind of camp or something. You know what I mean?
For
Um,
sure.
but you know, when I went in, I knew I wasn't gonna get a bunk unless I fucking straight up went head to head with somebody. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm 6'4", 390 pounds, and laying on that concrete, I didn't have a mat. They don't have enough mats. Okay. So the concrete even if I would have got, now here's the deal, even if I would have got which I did get the bump when I walked in because I walked in stuff loaded to the gills, right? Uh, when they send you in there to change out, they don't go in with you here, right? So
No, for real.
whatever, yeah, no, they don't go in with you here. Not everybody. Now they do some people. I just figured they just didn't want to see my big ass naked, so I was like, go on in there, man, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I got shit stuffed in my belly button, a couple lighters under my titties. Got uh, I had a couple packs of Marlboros. You know what I mean? I was pretty set, right?
Yeah.
So I walked in and I said, yo, I gave somebody 2 cigarettes for 2 mats. So I got me a Cadillac mat, right? I got that hooked
Mhm.
up. And my celly, the dude that I went into the cell, because they don't give you a cell, they don't assign you a cell. You go in and you just have to find one, right?
Okay, that's
You
how
know
it
that.
is. Yep, I get it. In the
Okay,
dawn, it's like
so
that.
one of my best homeboys from school, all the way up through junior high and high school, that he was in a cell, and that was the one. Because at first when I went in there was only 3 deep, okay, and
Okay.
then over the weekend, three
Right.
more came in. So, but we kicked old boy off the bottom bunk, and I took it, right, and but I gave him a little something for kicking him off the bottom bunk. I am on Suboxone, right? I make that clear, because if not, man, I wouldn't be alive. Uh, uh,
Right.
so but as far as my jail stints go, man, they've been long. They've been you just
Hey,
they
clarify that for the audience because some people might the wrong way. Like, are you on your Suboxone where you got your take homes and you're clean and you're not doing
yeah,
nothing else
no, I
with
only
your
go once.
medication?
I go once a month,
Okay.
and
You're
yeah,
doing it the proper way.
yeah, no, yeah, it's not like I'm banging it or getting it off the street or nothing. Uh,
No, I mean some people take the shit and then fucking like some people take their stuff and still use. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, you know, man, I've tried it before. Uh, it don't do nothing to you. So, because there's
Right.
so much Narcan in the shit, you know, I've got so much Narcan running through my body because Suboxone has got 2 milligrams of Narcan in it,
Okay.
right?
So it rejects it.
Yeah, the naloxone, that's what that is Narcan, and uh, so yeah, I'm doing it the right way, man, and it saved my life. I wouldn't be on YouTube fucking around if I was still doing any kind of stuff, man. I wouldn't even have the,
No,
you
you'd
know,
still be
whatever.
going getting strip pat doing the same shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, and
Yes. Same here, bro.
Uh, you know, I've been to the methadone clinic, all that shit, kicked out of there, uh,
Okay.
all that. But now, man, I came to the point. I went from being on the streets for 3 years, homeless, you know, doing whatever kind of I could to survive there. But I went to that, so I got me a pretty nice condo, man. I got a job at the place where I live. I just, do a little bit of maintenance work, so I don't have to pay for the apartment, right?
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, that's
You're like
sweet.
a
And
superintendent kind of thing.
yeah,
Sorta.
this I do.
Yeah.
If somebody needs a little bit of whatever, just a little stuff, man, nothing big. I don't have to do anything major construction, nothing like that, or not just fix a few things. But I got it licked like that, man. And I think man, I've done so much. I've got like I said, a really good heart, and I give somebody my last dollar if they ask me for it. It don't matter who it is. I know them, like them, whatever else.
Right.
Uh, but good karma. I have my good karma that hits me every day, and I have my bad karma that hits me every day, right? And I think I will probably get that the rest of my
I'm
life.
the type of dude, bro. Literally, when I went to a trip the other day, I seen a homeless dude with fucking no shoes on, walk around with bare feet. Right? I
Yeah,
fucking literally went and got this guy's shoes. You know,
yeah. That's Sorry, man.
not no friggin' expensive shoes, but I went and got this guy's shoes. You feel me?
Yeah, no, it don't. If you're trying to get somebody something to put on their feet, it don't matter if it's a dollar store or a Walmart
You
or
couldn't
anything
believe it.
like that. Yeah,
You couldn't believe it. So yeah, it was
but that's
almost
a good
time,
thing,
bro.
man. And you know, some people I watch some of these videos where these people go out on the streets and they'll help people, but they video the whole thing and then they post it. And they might spend a couple $100 on these people, but they're getting a 1.6 million, 3.7 million views and
Right.
making a shit
Why
ton
didn't
of
you do
money
that
off.
when you had no subscribers or when you weren't monetized?
Yeah, exactly,
You feel me?
exactly. Yeah, and I don't believe there's anything wrong maybe with somebody filming it, but not if you're using it to get money off of it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with
Uploading
showing a
some
good deed.
content. Yeah.
Yeah, but not doing it all the time because there's people that have
You can
channels.
tell the difference between somebody's heart if they're doing it for the right reasons or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially us jail guys. Us jail guys can really read people because that's all you do in jail. You have to be a people reader. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And that's what happens when you get institutionalized and do a lot of time in jail. It's like you can read somebody so fast more than the average person could
yes, you're
because we're so
correct.
used to seeing someone come in and just what's this guy doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then all
yeah,
day long we all watch each other like a movie,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's a great way to put it. Uh, but man, and I'm so glad that we decided to do this, dude, because like I
So am
had
I, bro.
been, yeah, and I had been thinking, ever since the beginning when we first started talking, and you had done your apologies. You did. You done the correct thing, right?
Yeah,
And now I understand everything wholly. And it wasn't like I didn't understand it at the time, but I was just trying to stand by my boy, right?
I get
And
it.
but
I would have done the same.
there's a lot of twists and turns that happened
But
after
I
that.
knew it would all come out in the long run if I just be myself. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and you
saying?
handled it a good way. I'm gonna give you mad respect for that. You know
Thanks,
what I
bro.
mean? Uh,
Thanks. I'm not one of these guys that's gonna go back and forth with somebody on here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm the
and
type
I
of
can
dude.
tell.
Hey, I'm the type of dude that's like, if you want to beef with me, you better not say shit on the internet. Come meet me, and we'll have a fade. And then afterwards, it's over. I'm the
Right?
type of guy. After the fade's done, it's over. I'm not coming to kill you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If I lose or whatever, I'm not coming to
yeah.
kill you. It's like I
Even if you,
get the
even if you
anger out,
don't,
scrap each other, and then it's over. Leave it at that. That's the
right?
type of
And
guy I am, bro.
that's me too. I'm very much a peacemaker. Uh, if I had, which I'm getting a little too old, man. I've been in so many wrecks.
Well,
I've
yeah, at this
shattered.
point in my life, I'm only defending myself. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
that's
ain't
it.
going
It's
out looking for fights or hurting people or nothing. I'm a law abiding citizen now, bro. Changed
yeah,
my life
and
around
that's good.
2017. I haven't broke the law since.
I have a feeling, man, your channel's gonna blow up pretty good. Cause you put a lot of work into it, man. I seen that
At
4K
the
camera
beginning,
you
I
got.
fucking tried my hardest, bro. Like it was crazy the work I was doing when I had the phone. And when my
Yeah,
phone got crushed, I can't edit as well
yeah,
because I had the phone where you could add in like text words and shit.
Yeah,
Like you'd see the beginning of my channel, a lot of the videos will have like little messages and shit on the video.
yeah,
Extra shit if you want to read it,
yeah. Um, like I said, man, if this poor old phone of mine, a $50 Android, it's been great to me. Every bit of content I've made's been on it. Uh,
Nice.
and I'm using it right now. Usually I got my earbuds in for the mic, but I just didn't see them. I was in such a rush when I walked through the door because I didn't want to let you down, man. You know what I mean? I was trying
Oh,
to get
thank
here on
you.
time.
Thanks,
But
bro.
and I watched your interview with Rick. I wish it could have been a little bit longer, Uh, and I'm sorry if I
Oh,
talked a
you know
lot, man.
why? We're gonna do a part two eventually, and I'm gonna go on his. But me and him shot the shit. We set the thing for 2 hours, and we shot the shit for like an hour and a half. We didn't realize how
Yeah,
long we shot the shit for.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Before we press play or
yeah,
record, that's
yeah.
what it was.
So me and Rick, we got a personal relationship off to the side, right?
Yeah.
We he's done a lot for me, man. Just yeah, I can't say enough good about him. A lot of the guys out of my crew, Frank from Frank's Positive Vibes, Harvey's been good. Uh, but see, here's the deal, and I
See,
told everybody this.
I do a lot of work with Cuzzo. Obviously, you know that. He's
Yeah, and I've
good. Like
been,
me and him are like brothers. Fucking, he's Broken Misfits. I'm Broken Misfits.
yeah,
We're like a family. You feel me? And
yeah.
yeah, you'll see him on my shit a lot.
I've seen him a couple times. But we all but see, a lot of people in the little clique I'm in, they don't like to branch out much. I like to network, bro. I mean, I'm talking to Crip Mac's mom right now. I don't know if you know who Crip Mac
I get
is.
it. Yo, guess what, bro? Tune in Friday at 9. I got an interview with Carlos from 60 Days In, 7th season.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Good, because I seen the
Uh,
one with the what's her name? I forgot
Bro
her
Harris.
name. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
and actually I
Yeah.
subbed to her because of that.
It was
And
through that connection, right?
okay,
Like you said, networking and making friends and shit, right?
you
Through
got
that
to.
connection and that friend, now that I'm friends with her, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you as many cast members as I can. They're gonna come
Yeah,
on." You feel
that's
me?
good, man. That could
And then
be
at the end of the season, she's coming back on, and we're gonna watch her clips and shit together and critique it, and
that's awesome, dude. That's a
make her
that'll
shit
that
blow up, bro. You
you
know what
could
I'm
you can
saying?
turn that into a little
Gotta
series,
fucking
man.
blow up.
Uh, I've started a little series of mine called Monday's Mugshots, right? So I take it's a good one, right? And when I was doing it last time, when I was going through the mugshots, and I went past the recent ones from a few years back, the actor Andy Dick that acts with Pauly Shore and stuff a lot.
Okay.
He's got glasses. He's goofy. He's always strung out. He was on news radio with Joe Rogan. Uh, but he popped up in the mugshots, my local mugshots, and I said, "How in the fuck did he get here, right?" And when was he ever in West Virginia? But that did good because of that. And I've got a book with so many ideas, so many stories, so much stuff that uh I can't keep up with them. But the guy that I was telling you about, ODM Slim, right? That was the guy, Crip Mac's manager. Okay, so both of
I know
these
what you're talking.
guys,
I love Kurt Mac, bro.
yeah. So
Hilarious.
both of these guys, ODM Slim's been on No Jumper, right? And
Yeah.
that's my homeboy. So I'm 1 degree from that. I'm not that I'll ever get on No Jumper. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, which you never know. Like people are intrigued by the hillbilly thing, man. The stories I got to tell, dude.
Yeah.
If you ever go back and watch just a few of my latest videos about the crazy shit that happens here in West Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you'll see what I mean.
I'm
But they're
subscribed.
but like I said, that's a really different. These are two different worlds, man. And me and
Yeah.
ODM Slim are trying to bring them together. You know what I mean? And
Cool. Cool.
it's like I said, he wants to come here to do the hillbilly hood vlog, and I'm gonna set him up, bring him whatever, and
That's sick.
yeah,
That sounds like a good idea, man.
Yeah,
That's a good idea you guys came up with right there.
yeah. So we talk about a couple times a week. You know, I've been talking to Crip Mac's mom.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is she still
she
in jail?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
he won't be out till probably next late spring, probably. His mom wants to do we want to do
By
either
then we'll all be
pre.
big enough, and he'll be coming on our show.
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
show,
So
bro.
I'm trying to get
And
all of my people tied in, so we're all good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, because I believe in drag. If I'm going up, I want to drag somebody up with me, or I want to drag all the good
Yeah,
people up.
like who wouldn't want to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Well,
ain't a
there's some
greedy
people out
person.
there, man, that would this would hate it, and there's some people out there
There's
that's
some
so
people out
jealous.
there that are like that that don't want to see the person get on. Like somebody that was subscribed, I don't know. I had 402 before like an hour ago, and then I came to do the interview at you, and I'm like, oh, okay, 400, okay. So it's just weird like that. You
It
know what I
is,
mean?
you know, I'll go to bed one night with
People are
we'll
like that,
say,
man. They want to see you lose. You feel me? Some
yeah,
want to see you win, though. The ones that want to see you win are friggin' amazing, though.
they
So, like,
are
when you get a good comment, it brings you up more than I don't even pay attention to the bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. No, I don't either, which I don't get much of that, but um,
Ever since we've been on these lives, we haven't got much of it
yeah,
because we just tell them to come right on and show your face. Feel me?
yeah, and you know how that works,
Yeah,
and
they won't.
uh, hold on, man, I'm getting this shit off. Anyway, but I'm really networking right now. I've got two more lives to do tonight.
Okay.
Even when I'm not even scheduled for a live, if I'm not making a video, I'm live surfing, and then
Right.
usually I get invited on the panel.
Check this,
Uh,
bro. I'm freaking working full time construction just to pay all the bills and shit, right? And
yeah,
then I'm like chasing my dream. When I come home, I'm full time, like a full time job YouTube. So like two full time jobs. And then I'm an artist. I got passion for music, right? So I'm working on that also.
yeah.
And it's like honestly, I don't have enough time in the day. So I stay up half the night editing and doing shit. When everyone else is asleep, I'm still up working and shit to
That's
make
what I'm
time for the time
saying.
I don't have. You get
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So I'm up half the night, if not more, doing the same shit, right? And
Right.
it's when I first started, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be easy, man. Just throw some videos up, blah 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 blah." But after I got into it, I realized that it's way more work
You
than
gotta be
anybody.
dedicated.
Yeah, and it's not even just the time work or the work you put into it with time. There's mental stress that comes with this. Did I do this right? Am I is this? You know, I got do you know who Gangish is?
Yeah, I like
Okay,
Gangish. Gangish is my homie. Yeah, he's in the
yeah,
chat right now.
yeah, Gangish, man, he has been, bro, he has been so good to me, man, and he's helped me with, he's just helped me with a lot of things, and
Gangish is freaking awesome. Today he was on the live. He told me something. Then afterwards he came to me and he's like, he's gonna make me a little something for the channel.
yeah, he made my intro, bro, and it's fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's I wish I could have paid
like
him something
people that
for it.
do that shit out of the goodness of their heart, you can fucking tell they're a real friend, a real homie. You know, like some people are just the type they want to help. You feel me? Like
Right.
I'm that way, and that's why I didn't understand because I'm the type I'm just trying to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then I get shit on. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I understand that completely, you know what I mean? Uh
Yeah.
I think everybody in the whole little our little clique that we got, our little family over here, has all pretty much just buried that shit. You know what I mean? That happened at first,
Good.
and then but like I
Good.
said, I
Good.
never had
That
nothing
shit
towards
made me
you.
depressed, bro. Like for because I
Well, I
whatever.
know. Look, man, I can tell you got a good heart, right? Uh, I don't think you're a bad person whatsoever. Okay. Uh,
Thank you.
uh, Bigfoot, my homie, what's up? Uh, but man, a Bigfoot supporter, man, from the get go. He pushes, he comments, he always, you know, that shit helps, dude.
Big
More
time.
than more people know.
I
Uh,
know, like I only got 400 subscribers, but you know what? The 400 subscribers that I have are fucking amazing people. They fucking always show up. You know what I mean? They always comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you noticed, I went live 30 Saturdays in a row, right? So
yeah,
you're talking to the same people every Saturday for 30 weeks. That's like how many months? Do you know what I mean? So you're bonding, you're becoming like a family almost. Well, it
yeah,
is a family now, but I
yeah,
mean, like at the beginning when you don't know anybody, when you first start the channel, it's like it's different. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And then once you
totally
start
different.
loving the people, it's like, oh fuck, you can't stop
Yeah,
because you
man.
love the
It's
people too
yeah,
much.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because you kind of after a while you kind of start doing it for them. Because
Right,
like
right.
the
Like
this
a
like you
couple
just
times,
now
bro, I
said,
wanted to quit, right? When I was depressed the other month, and people would say shit, the nice shit, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, I can't do that."
right. So you like you just now said, man, the 400 subscribers or 420 something, whatever I got now, I don't know. Since that I dropped that video this morning, they've been climbing like crazy. But anyway, uh, uh, now some of them aren't won't be loyal. They'll just some of them may be. They may be some, but the ones that I do have, man, the 400 solid ones that I have, they stick with me, man. They are always, you know, Bigfoot Wesley. I don't know if you've seen Wesley or Wesley Mitchell's his name. He's always in shit dropping in, but you'll see him if you ain't yet.
And then there's
Um,
always the 4 or 5 other people that are just lingering on your channel that just want to see you fail. So every time you hit a milestone, they'll unsubscribe just to fuck with it,
Right.
right?
Yeah. That's what I was saying yesterday. Because I hit 400 last night on Frank's live, and
Yeah,
I said there's gonna be some asshole that unsubscribes just to make me feel
yep,
like a piece of shit. You know what I
yep.
mean?
I said the
But
exact same thing, bro.
and
We both hit 400 the same day. I don't know.
yeah, we hit it damn near within hours apart, a
Right.
couple hours apart. And
Yeah.
I when I seen you hit 400, I congratulated you, man. Made sure I dropped a little something in there for you. But now that we've got everything out of the way, we're doing stuff, and we're going to start doing stuff together. You know, you'll I may gain a few subs from you, and you'll probably gain some from me. I can guarantee you'll gain some from me.
I
But
seen your guys' lives sometimes get really, really cool and interesting because there's like so many of you. Like I seen like 5 or 6, 7 people on the live
yeah,
creators, like, all
yeah,
all in the same genre. That's pretty neat.
yeah, and 99% of those guys are all positive guys. You know, it's just I just the beef's entertaining to watch. Okay.
Right.
But to participate in, nah.
No.
I'm
Like
just not.
out of your crew, your family there. So I got Vegas prison stories, you, and I'm pretty sure Harvey and me are good. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
from
We've
what I
always
know,
been
y'all
good. I've
are.
never disrespected them. Like our interview went perfect. Our interview went well.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Harvey's he's a lot older than us, and he's wiser, and I
Right.
think he sees through shit like So he's
Right. That's
I
why I
don't.
went to him originally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Behind the scenes, I
yeah, and that was a
talked
good
to him.
idea. That was probably the best person to go to. Um. Uh. But like I said, man, Gangish, Gangish, Rick, Frank, they're all good people, man. They stand behind you, they push you. If say something of yours goes out, right, a
Same
piece of
thing
your
with
equipment.
sorry, same thing with Anna, Jess, and like all these broken misfit people in here that have wrenches. All of
Yeah.
the people with wrenches on my channel are fucking 100%,
Well, every time I dropped in your lives, I've seen all those people. BK, 6'9" Bronco. Uh, I
Jess,
think I've
Anna.
got a couple of those guys over. They've started
These two
subbing.
here, these two ladies here, Jess, Anna, and
Yeah,
now Christina's been coming a lot. But Jess and Anna have been here since day one. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, Jess been here since day one. Me and Anna got really, really close like 6 months, 5 months ago. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, man. That those if anything, man, it's just those people there, man. They keep you going sometimes, uh,
yeah,
because it's not only you putting your time in. the work, but it's they're putting their time in, sitting here watching you
Exactly.
and participating. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Uh,
Like I couldn't go
so
live for 3.5 hours and just talk to myself. You know
right,
what I mean?
yeah,
That's why people are like, "Why are you reading the chat?" What are you talking about? That's why I'm on the live to talk to
yeah,
the people in the chat. Like, what
yeah,
the
yeah.
hell? You feel me?
Um, and that's one reason why I sometimes I have now I've gotten to where I've broken it down to try to keep it to a minimum of three, sometimes maybe four people on my lives because sometimes now it just depends. Sometimes they can stay cool, but if there's more than that, sometimes it's just a bunch of people trying to talk over each other
Right.
and you can't keep up with the comments that goes to who. And
Okay.
especially when I'm
Right.
sitting here doing this on a phone, you know what I mean? It's so much different because, you know,
You can't see very good, right? If there's
yeah,
6 of them, and then the comment. Okay, I get it on a
yeah,
phone,
you know
right?
what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but you know, some of those when you have five or six on there, uh, they're hitting, dude. You know what I mean? They're really good lives. But
Yeah. If
when it
everybody
just
can be
starts,
respectful, and then when other people are talking, just to
yeah,
like, I've been trying to do that a lot better lately. I'm not perfect at it yet, but I've been trying a lot better than I was when I started. That's for sure.
I'm the worst, man. I'm
It's
the
all good.
worst
You
at it.
learn, you learn. See what I
But
did? I went back and watched a couple of my interviews, a couple of my old lives from the beginning of the channel
yeah,
with like Blood of the Reservoir, a couple of those ones. And I was
yeah,
like, holy fuck, no wonder. Like I look like an idiot. I keep talking over dude and like I won't shut up when he's talking. So I looked at myself and I was like, damn, I gotta really improve on my speaking. So
right,
then I really thinking about that all the time now. Like I gotta speak properly, you feel me?
yeah. See, sometimes, man, somebody don't even have to interview me. All they've got to do is go with one question and let me roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I just keep going, and that's a
That's when you
bad
know it's a
thing.
good story, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bad thing because I like because I gotta go show respect to the host too and let them do their thing. But
Right.
I'm trying to get better at that, and you know, it's just we're all learning, and
Yeah, that's
we,
what it is. It's a learning process.
and I think you're doing good, man, and thank you, James. I appreciate that, man. Uh, I got a little bit of stuff for everybody under there. It's all under the crime umbrella, not just jail, prison. It's whatever.
Okay.
Uh, I've got, I do a lot of clips and I do a lot of little skit kind of things on the clips. I got a comedian named Joey Diaz, man, and he was in prison for kidnapping and shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I don't put anybody on there that's not crime related. Okay, my whole channel has it's just all crime related, jail related, what prison related. It's got to fall under that category. You know, I'm not going to do a fucking story on the Kardashians. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh,
Like me, I'm not putting nobody on that's not pushing a positive message. Like if you didn't get out and turn your life around and fucking
right,
if you got out and you want to go hit licks and this and that and deal dope, I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? If you get out and you're doing the right shit and you want to elevate and you want to progress in life,
yeah,
I'm down to work with you. You feel me?
yeah, and that's what all I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to I tell my stories just for the same reason a lot of us say is hopefully somebody won't make the dumbass mistakes I did.
Yeah.
Uh, and but even before got hooked on any dope or anything, I was still a criminal, and that's always been there.
We
But
got a new guy that I just met that asked Cuzzo and I if he can interview Cuzzo and I first, like interview Cuzzo, then me type deal,
yeah,
or the other way around, whatever. And then he said, like he has 0 subs, and this is the type of guy I am, bro. I said yes to dude because I believe in his message. He said the right shit to me. He was saying all about like this guy, the way he speaks about wanting to save the children and this and this and that. I really believe him, and he's got a 1 year old, right?
yeah,
And I can tell he's sincere about it and shit like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
yeah, man. That's if somebody come to me like that, I would too because what's it going? It'll never as long as you know you're doing the right thing in your heart, trying to help somebody. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. no
Right.
matter what comes out of them. And if they fuck it up, then that's their fault.
Yeah, like how's it gonna hurt?
Yeah,
You know?
it never hurts. I think, man. I think you get for helping people, man. You generally now not with everybody, and I don't know why, but maybe it comes to them maybe after they leave this earth. But generally, helping people does come back to you, man. And I'm a
Karma
firm
in
believer
one
in
way or
that.
another. Maybe not right then and there.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. The
I get what
most
you're
of the
saying.
time when I get karma right then and there, it's instant karma where I've done some bad shit.
Right.
You know, like which I wouldn't do this now, man. But when I used to find like wallets on the ground and shit, man, you know, I'd grab the money and throw the shit in the trash can. And then
Right.
I sit there and go back and think, now look, this person's gonna have to go through all the trouble getting their ID back. They're gonna have to go through all the trouble getting social security cards, blah 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 blah, all that stuff, cancel credit cards, you know, and
They
my
probably
all because my dumb ass. Well, when I could have just took the cash and turned the wallet in, you know what I mean?
or just left the wallet where it was.
Yeah, or I just left the wallet where it was exactly. But you know what? I figured with that, some other
No, I mean
rat
take the
bastard.
cash, but just leave
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly, and that's what I should have done in those situations. So it's
So
happened a
that way
couple
at least they
times.
can come back and maybe remember where they and get the ID and be like, oh fuck, I don't care, my money's gone. I just wanted my ID type.
Yeah, man, because that's such a hassle. You know, if you've ever lost it, you know what I
I don't
mean,
have ID, so
right? So
and
it
I
took
can't get ID because they want two pieces, bro. And fucking everywhere you go, they want two pieces to give you a piece, and it's like,
right, and like here, okay, you know, here's the deal. Here's where I'm lucky about where I'm at, right? If say yeah, say I didn't have my ID, right? All I had to do is like go to uh my dad's, hold on. Hey, I'm gonna come. I'll go subscribe whenever I leave off of here, whatever. Go to homeboy here. Uh,
I will too, James, if I'm not subscribed.
yeah, I'll subscribe.
If
Uh,
I didn't know, I'm sorry, bro.
but
All you gotta do is tell me.
hell, I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, man. Like I said, my karma when it's bad, usually it comes back and kicks me in the balls the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
get
I
what you
know
mean.
that I'm still getting bad karma from years ago too. So,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I've done a lot of bad things, man. I've been a very horrible person. You know, not no not no weirdo shit, but you know, just
Yeah.
fucking robbery and
Shit that
robbing
you fucking
people.
look back on and you fucking like me. I look back and I feel kind of sick a little bit the way I hurt a lot of guys real bad, like drug dealers, for
Yeah,
example. I'd go
yeah,
rob a drug dealer and like really hurt the guy, and like I wouldn't even think twice about it. And like this
yeah,
guy's probably in the hospital for months. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I'm just thinking, I got the drugs, Like,
yeah. And
well,
it's a 2 or 3 day thing that
right.
lasts,
And then
babe.
I
You
look
know.
back on it all these years later and I'm like, fuck, man, I was a bad person. Like,
Yeah, and I was, man, and I don't. I guess it's just, you know, some of the it was my curiosity about crime and possibly some of the trauma I had in my life that just made me not give a fuck. And I just, you
I
know,
honestly don't know how I got to this turned my life around and done this because at one point in my life, I remember to the point where I was like, I don't give a fuck if I get shot in the head, if I shoot someone in the face. I don't
right,
give a fuck. I'll walk through any fucking hood. I don't care. Shoot me in the fucking face. I'm gonna come rob your ass.
right,
I was fucked up.
yeah.
And I was literally to that point where I didn't care if I died.
Right.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
now that's what I used to think the same way, and
Now I'm not like
also
that.
with the dope, man. I didn't care if I sat there and overdosed because I was an IV user,
Me
bro.
too. I would overdose fucking all the time as a
Yeah,
joke. Like, fucking, and the worst
but
part
I
is I
didn't.
like to be by myself when I would get high. So I would go get hotel rooms and go with all the heroin and oxys and go get high alone, wake up on the fucking floor, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? 10 hours later, 10 hours later, I would hit the fucking floor and then I would wake up, the shit's still all over. Like,
Yeah, that we got a lot in common, man. That I didn't think we would have. Because I liked to get high by myself. I enjoyed it. It was
yeah, it was like it was my girlfriend, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean,
Me and my bitch. Me and
yeah,
my bitch.
exactly. Yeah.
Me and my bitch heroin. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. And, man,
It's bad news, man. It is. It's bad
it
news. It
is, it's
fucking took me
very
a long
bad
time to
news,
break that
man.
shit. Long time
Yeah.
to get off that shit, bro. A long
Yeah.
time. And it was
I
the
wish,
oxy too,
but
because it's
see,
the same drug.
I didn't start, when I started doing them
When?
when I was 25, bro.
Shit, bro.
But here's how I started. I, my mom had her lung taken out, right, from cancer, her left lung, her whole left lung. Well, she had, one of my buddies from West Virginia hit me up one day and said, "Hey, man, can you find any pain pills down there in North Carolina?" Because I was living out of state. Okay. I said, "I don't know, maybe, you know what I mean? I got plenty of Zanny hookups, but I don't know because because they put me on them the day my brother died, basically, right?
Okay.
Uh, but anyway, so I asked my mom. I said, "Do you have any pain pills?" Because she didn't take pain pills. She wouldn't, you know.
Right.
Only time she took pain medicine when she was in the hospital right after her surgery, because she just wouldn't take pain medicine. So
Yep.
I opened
And
her cabinet up, and there's 5 or 6 bottles of Oxy 80s in there, right? And I
what?
didn't know what they really were. Okay, I just I hit my homeboy up and I said, "Yo, just oxycodone, continuous release, blah blah blah, 80 milligrams." He was like, "Are you shitting me?" He was like, "How many you got?" I said, "Well, I got 5 bottles with 90 in each." So, and he was like, "Yo, those are, I can get you $80 a piece out of those here, But what I was doing, what I did was take them back and I gave them to him for 40 and just let him get rid of them for me. So I mean, I was still hitting a lick, right?
Right.
So he could get every time he sold one, he made him one,
Oh
and
yeah. See,
so
my dad
then
was quadriplegic, bro.
yeah,
So we got in a car accident, right? I don't know if you follow me enough to know that, but
I don't know this part.
um, me and my dad were in a head-on collision, and the kid that hit us died, right? And so he was quadriplegic for life, right? Now my dad was the one that basically got me into a lot of my crime when I was a little kid. But long story short, he got 90 oxy 80s prescribed every month, being quadriplegic. And that's how I started them, because I was selling them for him, running them into, he'd sell them every month, not do them. I'd run them in for him, right? My dad
Yeah,
can't get in trouble because he's dead. So
right.
I'd run them into the dealer for him because it's a staircase. He can't go up in a staircase with his wheelchair and shit. He might get robbed. So I'd always do the deal with these guys, you know? And so
Yeah,
I'm just this little fucking 13, 14-year-old kid doing big dope deals like that, 100 oxys. And
yeah,
fucking eventually over time went by and I wasn't doing it. And then when I was 16, I got curious and I was like, Dad, just pay me with pills. I'll sell the pills and get extra money. You know what
yeah,
I mean? I pulled a fast one,
yeah.
and then I did the pills, and then it was
Well,
over, bro.
that's kind of what I was getting at with that story. Is so I started asking my Zanny hookup show, like, "Can you get me any oxys, roxys, whatever, you know what I mean? Anything that's bigger, you know what I mean?" And I found one buddy. His girlfriend had some kind of blood disease. She shouldn't even been getting them because she wasn't even in any pain. But uh, she got 40s, right? So they gave them to me for 5 apiece. They didn't know nothing about it. They thought they was making a. They thought they was hitting a lick, right? So a 40 here at the time was going for 40 to $50, right? Okay. 80s when they finally went out, they were up to 100. Opanas were
You
up
might
to
as well just buy
120.
heroin, man.
Well,
That's insane.
there wasn't any heroin around here at that
Oh,
time
okay.
because there were so many peel mills around here.
See, when people went up to $40 with them here in Toronto,
Yeah,
it was from 25 to 40 all of a sudden. It
yeah,
went to like people like, I'll buy a point two for $40. Fuck it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, see, they shut down all the peel mills here. That's where the heroin came in. Okay,
Okay.
so, but anyway, me and my buddy, we was on our way back from North Carolina to here because I would leave work every Friday, come back here, and I was banking at least 10 grand a weekend off of it, right? But I had a Cadillac CTS, man, and It had some 22s on it, and that was pretty big at the time. That was in
I had
like
a
2000.
Cadillac too, bro.
Did you really?
Cadillac Fleetwood, 1992 Cadillac Fleetwood, candy apple
Right?
red leather.
Yeah, hell yeah. This one actually, the Cadillac I had was black interior, black leather, and black wood grain. Well, the dark gray black wood grain. But I also had a 2004. Like I said, this was in the early 2000s, so I had a 2004 Dodge Ram that was bagged and had 26s on it, and it was all the and I was spending my money on dumb shit. Really, looking back, uh,
Yeah.
but who don't like to ride fly like that? When hell, I still like to, but um, I bought my mom a brand new car. Uh, I did good with some of the money, but here's the deal. Okay, what happened was I was on my way back to West Virginia trying to. I was going back making a delivery. Okay, so I told my homeboy, I said, "Look, man, all these hillbillies are paying all this money for these motherfuckers. I gotta know what they're getting out of them, because I just smoked weed and took Xans, and so I didn't even take the coating off of it. I crushed it up. This is before I'd ever done any IV stuff or anything,
Right.
and I snorted it. Right, so."
Mhm.
4 or 5 minutes later, I said, "Man, these things ain't shit. They're dumb, right?" And then as
Right.
soon as I said that,
You puked.
bro, yep, you just now said it. I puked and right out my window, and I looked over, and my homeboy was doing the same thing out the other side of the window, right? And then after that, it
Sorry.
felt like God put His hands on my shoulders, and that was that's when the profit started getting lower, and then I started owing people. I had through all these hookups, I had met a guy that he's basically banging this old ass woman, man, to get. She was a pharmacist, and she would write these pills off somehow. I don't know how she got away with it, right? But I never really had to see the dude or nothing. I would go to his house on a Friday night at 10 o'clock. His mom would let me in the door. I go to his bedroom. I leave money from last week's shit, and then there's 2 bottles or 3 maybe sometimes of Roxy's 15s and 30s, right? Sitting there. I take them, come back next week, pay for him. Well, told him the last time I dealt with him, I knew I was getting ready to blow North Carolina and come back, right? So I said, man, I need double what I usually get, right? I just can't, I ain't keeping up with it. So he got me double. And which he got me 3 bottles of 30s with 100 apiece in it. They come in the factory inbox bottles that they were in,
Okay.
sealed up, and so but I also knew this. He was going to prison in 15 days, right? So
Okay.
I said, man, why pay this motherfucker? Why don't I just, you know what I mean? So after about 5 or 6 days of me not showing back up, he wanted to make sure he had money around for his books and shit like that and all that. And, and I guess to help take care of his mom while he's gone. But he told my homeboy, he said, that I met him through, he said, if you take me to West Virginia and show me where this motherfucker lives, he said, I'll give you $1,000, right? Because it's only a 2.5 hour drive from where I'm at. And he said, I'll tell you what, I ain't taking you nowhere near up there, because he said me and you both will end up in the bottom of a coal mine shaft, and it's not gonna happen. So
I get it.
uh I never
Stingy.
heard from him again. He just took it as he wasn't paying nothing for him.
Oh, okay.
So
He was swiping them, right? From
yeah,
the
well, the old lady that he was banging, man, she was just giving them to him, getting them out of the pharmacy. You know what I mean?
right.
And they got ways of writing that shit off. You know what I mean? Either contaminated or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
I knew a
But
doctor that had gotten a lot of shit. One of my old doctors gotten a lot of shit because he kept writing his wife's scripts for 80s. And like
Uh,
you can't write your wife's scripts for 80s when you're a doctor. It doesn't work that way.
no, you
So he's
can't.
writing their scripts all the time like crazy, right?
Right. Now remember I told you I had an office job where I was making real good money, right? Well, I worked at the largest volume Chevrolet dealership on the East Coast, right? In the finance department. Okay.
Okay.
So when if you go to buy a car and you go to sit down to sign all the paperwork, that's me. That's the guy, right? Okay, that's what I've
Right.
done.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
there was another dealership across the road that didn't gangish. There's another dealership across the road, and they didn't sell box trucks and fleet trucks and work trucks, right? We sold more than anybody on the East Coast. Okay. Well, I had access to all these keys to these trucks and stuff. So if one's gone for a week, nobody missed one, right? Well,
Right.
the guy from across the road that worked at the other dealership, his side gig was delivering phone books to Florida on the weekends, right? He would
Okay.
drop, but he needed a box truck. Well, his old lady happened to work at a doctor's office, so I said, "Look, man, you write me out of, you get me a script of perks, and my buddy a script of perks, right? And I'll get throw you the keys for the, I made sure I got at least got 120 a piece, but I'll throw you the keys to this box truck because nobody will miss it for the week. I'll throw you a dealer tag on there." And we done this for several months, right? And one day, one of the truck guys that sold fleet trucks sold 100 box trucks, right? Well, guess what? One of those trucks he sold was gone at the time because of me, and my name was signed. It was the name that signed the keys out. Okay,
Okay.
so that's how I lost my job there due to that dumb shit,
Dang.
man. And I could
Dang,
have
bro.
by this time I could have retired because
So much
huh?
so much money passes through guys
Yeah,
like us back then, our hands. So much money passed through our hands on the with the drugs. It's just like crazy. Like literally. You know what I
you
mean? I
know,
used to tell my friends that like fuck man, it's literally probably million, like at least a
I
million
know, man.
dollars
I
in that
know
shit.
and this ain't bragging. It's
I know one
stupid.
guy, Vito, that went through his whole fucking $100,000 inheritance in like fucking 3 months.
Oh, dude, I went through a $60,000 401k in 8
That's
days.
who his dealer was.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I mean, there's been so much money that's went through my hands that I could probably never add it up, but you don't really pay
Yeah,
attention to it at that time.
exactly. You don't.
And after I got strung out and I wasn't dealing or nothing else. I was just turning, doing straight junkie shit and all this and that. I could come up with 700-800 bucks a day, and when you get clean, it's hard to come up with $50 a day sometimes, if that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
They
it's
want to
just
charge you money for your carries, right? For
yeah,
your right.
yeah.
Fuck, that's
So
brutal too because like what I was saying before with the health cards and shit like that, you guys got to pay to see your doctor?
no, I got Medicaid.
Okay, but if you don't have Medicaid, they would have to pay to see the doctor in the US? Like I was
Yeah,
showing people earlier the health card shit that Canada has. All of Canada has a health card.
yeah,
That's what it is. It covers all that. It's like
yeah,
we've always had it.
yeah. That's I knew that about Canada, which is great. I don't know.
It
Do you
comes
have?
out of the taxes though, big time. You know what I mean? When you're
Yeah,
working,
yeah. Because somebody's got to pay for it,
right?
Uh, but where I kind of work under the table, it's I can get that, and so which it's not no big deal. Uh,
Damn, it's
but
like me. I work fucking not under the table, but I'm self-employed contractor. So it's
yeah,
like they don't get to be like, I'm taking this off of your check. You know what I mean? I gotta literally go and fucking pay the shit, and it's so hard to do, you know?
yeah.
You gotta do it.
I
They
want to,
come after your ass.
I want to address this comment. Uh, we look. It started out with me when I first started going to the sub doctor. I was still so bad on everything that I had to go 2 times a week. There was a point 3 times a week, okay, and only get like 2 or 3 days at a time, okay. So,
Mhm.
uh, anyway, so I've pissed clean for so long that they moved me to 2 weeks, and now it's a month. So
Nice.
you know that's good.
Well,
You
since
know,
everybody's
and
talking about it, yeah, I had my six take home since 2017. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I've never lost a carry. I've always had. I'm like my doctor's best patient. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Never had a dirty pee. I'm the only one of his clients that never had a dirty pee before.
When
Like
I was,
before, obviously my first carry, I did all the time, and I would come in and say I'm dirty, whatever.
yeah,
But it took so long, like 3 months, for benzos to get out of my system, bro. I was
yeah,
clean, and I should have been getting carry, but it would still be there. So it took so long to get my first one, even though I was clean. I almost gave
yeah.
up. But
I
no,
had
man,
to.
once you get your 6 carries, you don't want to fuck up, man. You know what I mean?
No, you
It's not
don't,
worth
and
it.
especially
And
where
let me say
I'm.
this, it makes you stable to the point you can live a normal life. You're not out chasing the drug dealers. You're not out chasing a fucking needle. You feel me? And I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck what anybody says. If you do the program right, it'll work.
yeah.
There's
It'll
idiots
definitely
that
do
go
it.
and use drugs while they're on methadone and think, what? No wonder it's not going to work.
Right.
You
Now,
know?
one time when I was on methadone, I had up to a 30 day. I had 30 days worth of take homes.
Yeah, during the pandemic, he gave me fucking, which you've never seen before because you normally get six. I had
Yeah.
15 because of the 2 week. He literally gave me 2 week during the fucking. Never done that before to anyone.
How many milligrams?
I'm on 125
You already. Well, I was on 187 when they kicked me out, man, and it sucked.
because my doctor keeps telling me, asking me to go down, and I've been going down because I want to get off it. I've been going down 1 milligram at a time, because I don't
Yeah,
want to feel it.
that's the way to
I was
do it.
on 140 originally when
You
I came
know.
out of jail. I came out of jail in
Mhm.
2017 on 140. I had my carries before I went in because in 2017 I only had a slip up. You feel
Yeah.
me? It was like I had been out of trouble for a while, and then I fucked up a little slip up. You know what I mean? So I consider it 2017 because I had to go do 5 months. You know what I mean? So, and it would have been longer if I didn't get a good lawyer. So 5 months
Right.
is still 5 months. You know what I mean? It was jail. Fuck. Uh, Probably the easiest bid I ever did. You know what I mean? Because it was in an up north jail, which is all white guys basically, and
Yeah.
basically a lot of the guys knew me already. So it was a bid where you walk in, the whole range knows you. It's just like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's always a lot easier, man. You know what I mean? But I had thought about going back to methadone, but man, I just thought it was so horrible coming off of it, dude. That I'm scared to death of that.
I'm
You
at the
know?
point where I fucking when I take my drink in the morning, I fucking go. I think it's disgusting. Like I'll have a pop right there, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to
Right.
like it, and when I was a drug addict, now I
Yeah.
think it's just disgusting, bro.
Oh, I used to think it
You know what
was
I
the
mean?
best flavor in the world.
But the thing is, I'm so terrified to get off of the shit that I'll be my old self if I get off of it.
You know, if you do ever get off of it, I'm not saying you won't. You know what I mean? I'm sure you got it in you to do it. Uh, but you're doing the best. If you're trying to wean yourself down off of it, a milligram, however many often is the best way to do it. I know a girl that came to the clinic that I went to, right? And she had been coming there 6 months. Now get this, for 1 milligram per day.
I believe it.
Yep, just to get that.
I knew
I
someone
think,
that was on a 3 milligram.
yeah. So,
Me personally,
unfortunately,
I went down to 125, and then I was like, the doctor kept asking me. I was like, okay, don't ask me no more. I'll tell you if I want to. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Type of shit.
Uh,
Because I was like, if I go under 120 and I don't like it, I'm gonna have a hell of a problem because you have to have two doctors to get over 120 here.
yeah.
You have to have the doctor to get another opinion by another doctor, right?
Oh, okay.
And there's
Yeah,
only one
see, that's
doctor here
different
at mine,
here.
and there's only him. So I'd be like, when I got the 120, I wasn't his patient. I was at a different clinic, right?
Right.
So they had like 8 doctors there, so it was easy to get the two doctors to sign, right?
Yeah. Now see, I have been as far as 240 and 260, right? but they they got rid of that. I don't even know if they'll prescribe you over 150 here now or not. I don't know. It's been so long since I've been out
Right.
the methadone
And
loop.
that's what they're doing, changing a lot of the not letting people go up as high anymore. I noticed
Yeah,
that from years ago. So
yeah,
that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill for a bit because I don't want
yeah,
to end up doing something and I cause myself to go and fuck up, and I don't even want to think about that right now. You know what I mean? I'm just
yeah,
living my normal life. To me, I'm finally living a normal, productive life, you know?
yeah, man.
That's all that
And
matters to
hey,
me.
salute. I'm proud of you, man. Good
You
for
know?
you, bro. Uh, I'm trying to do the same thing, man. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since I've had a slip up like that. I'm prescribed benzos, uh, so
Okay.
I still take them. You know what I mean? I
Yep.
don't get wild on them or nothing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But boy, I used to be a monster. I was a Xanax monster, dude.
I used
I
to take clonazepam like
that
crazy. It's the same shit.
yeah. Well, yeah, Klonopin's it's that really, to be honest with you, I like it better than I do Xanax. Uh, uh,
Clonazepam, I used to fucking eat them like candy, bro.
oh yeah, I like that
So
little
bad that I
minty
was
taste
like,
they got.
so bad that I was like, if I didn't have the if I couldn't find anybody to give me those, I would go
Yeah,
buy a bottle of Gravol and take it with my methadone because I was
yeah,
so used to taking all the fucking clonazepam. But I
yeah.
finally got that shit out of my system because I would never get a carry, like
It
that.
takes a long time to get that and Valium out of your system. Those take forever. Now you can get
Right,
Xanax out of your system pretty quick, but
right.
the clonazepam or Klonopin or whatever you want to call it, uh,
And
that
Valium
yeah,
takes forever, bro.
Valium takes forever.
The
It
blue
took me
balls,
two
bro.
months to get a
Right.
five
That's what I'm
milligram
talking
Valium out
about.
of me.
Blue ball volumes is what I had bags of, and I'd eat them like candy and shit, and the clonazepam. So when I
Yeah,
went to try to get my carry, I'm telling the doctor, this is years ago, right? I'm clean to the doctor. How is my piss dirty? He's like, well, come next week. Literally, I was like, how is it again? Like after like a month, too. I'm like,
well,
what the
they
fuck? I
should
haven't even
have.
done nothing. Am I high in my
If,
sleep?
if your levels were going down, they shouldn't have said nothing. They shouldn't have been able. Because see here,
You
say I
got to be
went in and
totally
done that.
clean for fucking like 3 months before they even give you a carry, bro. Here.
Well, here's the deal, right? As long as as long as your levels are going down, you know, as long as the levels are going down, you can do it.
Give you
They'll give you, yeah. They
the
started
levels.
me off with the
So the
Saturday
levels
take
of your
home.
drug use is going down.
Yeah, as long as the
Like you're
let
still
your
using drugs.
well, no, but look, I just wasn't using them as much, right?
That's
Okay,
crazy. I've never
I
heard
got
that
away.
before.
That's how I got away with it. But there come a point in time where I had to stop because your levels are going to have to eventually get down to zero.
Oh, okay. So your
So
doctor was kind of working with you.
yeah, but basically, uh, look, man, when I go into the doctor's office, I'm as honest as shit. You know, they told me one
Because
of my
honestly, that's
tests.
not the way it works. Like everywhere else and anyone else that's been on it, you know that, right?
Yeah, well, I
You have to
don't,
be
but
clean totally before you get one carry. That's what the whole program is. You get a
right.
carry when you're clean,
Yeah,
not when you're doing.
it's a trust
Get it?
thing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
they
So
just
don't
told me
confuse the
as
audience
long,
because that's what methadone is to get
yeah,
clean, and the doctors give it to you when you're clean.
yeah.
I don't want people to think different because
No, it's not. That's not. And I doubt it's like that everywhere. I know in North Carolina it was the same as it was here, but the eh, I
I don't like
think
the ones that go in and fucking have someone else's piss. I don't give a
no,
fuck because I ain't no fucking narc or nothing. But it
yeah,
just makes me think like you're just fucking yourself, dude. You're not
yeah, yeah,
helping yourself.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You might get
yep,
away with it, but fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Why are you even at the clinic if you don't want to change?
yeah.
It's
There's
just
no
because you're
sense in
broke.
even being
Is
there,
that why
man. You
you're
know
here?
what I
Because you're
mean?
broke? I used to do the same shit. So
Yeah,
I know what they go through. You know what I mean? It'd be like I would
yeah,
only show up at the clinic when I'm broke. If I got money, I'm going to get high. You know what I mean?
yeah. So here's when I ended up with the 30-day take homes, right? As far as the as methadone goes, I excuse me. damn, where was I going with that? But anyway,
You were saying about the 30-day take homes.
yeah, the 30-day take homes. That lasted for about 2 months before I fucked it up. So I was back down to zero take homes, and then I started getting a Sunday, and then I started getting a Saturday, and then so uh, but the methadone clinic cures, man. It's really, it may have tightened up since I left, but when I was there, it was pretty loose. You know what I mean?
Was
Like,
it?
now my cousin, check this out. Let me tell you what he did, and I'll shut up for a little bit. But he had 3 months worth of take homes, okay? Because you could do that here, right? But you have to be there a year, okay? With no dirty screens, all your counseling,
Fuck, I
all
would
that
love it
stuff.
down there.
Oh yeah. Well, he and one of the reasons they gave it to him is because he worked for this mining supply company and he had to do a lot of traveling, right? So it was hard for him to get there every day. But they factored in him not having any dirty screens, any he did all his counseling, he all that shit. But he went in one day, right? So basically he only had to go 4 times a year, is what I'm saying. Okay.
Damn.
He walked in. He basically, and his take home box looked like a damn suitcase. And
I bet.
yeah, I had a little
The
zip up
fuck?
bag. You know what I mean?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
But
I could just imagine that, man. Like, what the fuck? But I would be
I rode
qualifying for that. That's the type of
right.
person I am at the clinic, bro.
Yeah,
The doctor,
you would
like,
if you're doing as good as you say, man. You would get that here. You would have a
man.
30 or a 3 month take home. Uh, anyway, here's what. Okay, the morning time when you go in, you're supposed to look up on this little bulletin board they got up there and check and see if you're supposed to see your counselor that day or not. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I made damn sure I did, because if you didn't, you had to go to the back of the line and go. You had to go see your counselor, then get back in line. You couldn't just get back where you were, right?
Okay.
So he walked in that morning and didn't look up on the bulletin board. He got up to the window to dose that day and get hit the rest of his take homes. Okay.
Okay.
So they said, you got to go see your counselor. Your name's on the board. And let me tell you what he did, man. He quit, walked right out. I said, you're crazy, dude. I said, go back and see your counselor right now. You only be back there 5 minutes, right? I said, and wait in line. You're giving up 3 months worth of take homes. That's nuts,
That
dude.
is
And plus,
nuts.
now you're going to come off the shit. And then that led to him getting back on the 80s and shit. So he
Oh,
ended up robbing convenience stores and shit, and then
no.
went to prison. Yeah, man. All
No.
because of that. That
How'd the
one
story
little
turn
thing.
like that?
Yeah,
He was doing so good with the 30
yeah,
take homes. What the fuck?
yeah. Well, what even the 30 days is three
See, that's
months.
what I'm terrified about, dude. A guy doing that good. Like, that's how good I'm doing. And I'm like fucking terrified to get off my methadone and fucking be my normal self doing that shit again.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
The
no, man.
devil will come
I
back
think
out of me. You feel me? The devil will be back out of me. It won't be Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I
right.
mean? And there will be
You,
no YouTube because I'll be fucking too high. You
right.
know what I mean?
You seem like I ain't gonna say any names, but there was a guy that some of us messed with, man. He nodded off on a damn live for like 5 minutes the other night. and
Yeah.
uh
I
but
fell asleep on a live before, but that's because fucking I'm working 24/7, man.
well, yeah,
Fucking,
there's a difference.
and this weed is 86%, bro. So when I smoke sometimes when I smoke the weed when I'm already so tired,
Yeah,
like 20, 30 minutes later when the burnout comes, I'll just be
yeah.
like, holy fuck.
Man, it's like that, dude, when you're working and trying to do this stuff,
Right.
but dude, I think you got a good, from what I can tell, you got a good enough head on your shoulders to where you're gonna do good, man. You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna do good too, bro.
I
Thank you. I
appreciate that.
appreciate that, man.
Uh,
That's
I
cool.
just I got a new respect for you, man. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we got this thing going now. We can
Yeah, we'll
kick it
do it
back and
more
forth.
often too, you know?
Yeah,
Like you said, we'll do it more often. We'll get other people involved in shit. We're gonna do
yeah,
our
man.
shit, bro. You know what I mean? We're gonna go. We're gonna make it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, bro. And I'll push you as much as I can, whatever I can do for you. You know, I'll introduce you into some of my gang. You know, some of my because I branch out a lot. Try to get you subs there, get you some followers, faithful
Yeah, bring
people.
me on for an interview, like you said, man. You know what I mean? Let the
Yeah,
people.
you're definitely welcome. And we'll just talk.
Yeah, we'll
Hit me
mark
up
it
on
in.
Instagram, man.
Yeah. Oh, yo, I don't have your IG, so
It's doing time with Big Weavy.
okay. I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
We're just okay. Look, what's yours?
Okay, mine link is in the description and where
Okay,
it's
I
like
got you. I
about.
got you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll hit you up on IG so we can talk off the side.
All right, fam.
Uh,
That's how
but
I set up all the interviews anyway.
okay.
Cool.
I
Respect.
said I was gonna go for about an hour and 15
Yeah.
minutes. We've been going an hour
Yeah,
and
yeah.
35. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off because I got another one to do here shortly,
Okay,
and
bro.
I haven't done anything since
Pleasure
I
to have
walked
you
through
on,
the
big
door.
guy, and I enjoyed listening to your story, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm sorry I talk so much,
We had a
dude.
couple similarities there. You know what I
There's
mean?
a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. So it's
Uh,
cool, bro.
but
I enjoyed it. You
hey,
know.
man. I'm glad we could, like I said, get over that other bullshit and start working as part of our team.
For real, bro. Like it's money. You know what I mean? We're trying to
Yeah,
be successful in life. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
and we
eventually gonna
need,
come. You know, we're putting in all the work. We're doing the right things in life.
yeah.
That's all we can do,
So,
right?
man, like I said, it's been a pleasure.
Yep.
I hope everybody in here maybe enjoyed it. If you
Yeah.
didn't,
I'll put your shit. If you send me your link and all that, I'll put it in the description for everybody to go check you out and all that, bro.
I will send you my link.
Right.
Uh, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to you. You do
All
keep
right.
doing good. Keep pressing on. Keep them positive vibes and that positive mindset. You'll
Yep.
go far. And
Thank you, bro.
you're welcome on my channel anytime, man.
Appreciate you.
Anytime. Let me know, man. We can make it a regular thing if you want.
All right.
You know.
Appreciate you,
Uh,
man.
I definitely appreciate you having me on.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, bro. And we'll
Okay.
see you next time, bro.
All right,
Thank you for
man.
coming
Sorry
on,
for
man.
talking so much.
It's okay. It's all good, big guy. We loved having you on, man. All right. You guys enjoyed the interview? I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. I couldn't really talk to the chat as much because I'm trying to make the interviews like legit interviews. You know what I mean? I've never really done live interviews much. You guys know I normally do my interviews not live and I record them and then I edit and I put a thumbnail and I put it up. So this was a little different. You know what I mean? Doing it live, but hey, it's pretty cool and I enjoyed it. Eddie, good night. Nice interview. Good night, Christina. I just wanted to come say bye to everyone. Yeah. Okay, cool. Jess, yeah, good. Okay, Jess. Uh thank you, Jess. Anna, told him that. Oh, poor guy. Yeah. I don't think he talks a lot. He's supposed to be talking. He's the one being interviewed. I don't think he talked too much. Not at all. He's good shit. You know what I mean? Wonder Bread, thank you so much, bro, for saying it was good. Or no, what'd you say? It was great. Thanks, brother. Muffin Man, thank you, bro. I love you, man. James, thanks for popping in, dog. Yeah, and all the ones that came from his channel, like Bigfoot and Gangish and all them. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. You know, respect. I think Gangish already was. Not sure, but yeah, Gangish, thank you too for what you said earlier about making me a art. That's awesome of you, bro. Can't wait to see it, and that sounds pretty cool. You did great. Yeah, he's very respectful. Yeah, exactly. Nice work. And he hit that like button, people. Yeah, yeah. Hit that like button. Make sure we hit it. Make sure no one forgets, please. Thanks for staying the whole time, too, guys. I know I was already live today, so I really appreciate that because we already did like a really long live today. So I really appreciate everybody coming back to see the interview. So the next interview is Friday night at 9 o'clock. Carlos from 60 Days In. All right, guys? Be good. I think I said bye to everybody. JM, you're new to the channel. Welcome. Welcome to the family here. Cool. All right, I'm going to jump off because I'm real tired, guys. All right. I'm going to end it. And I'm going to try my best to have tomorrow won't be any interview, but I'm going to try to get those vlogs out tomorrow for you guys. All right. Night, night.